Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about the mother wound. And if you're new here, my name's Erika Rayburn. I talk about the things that I'm healing on my journey, how I'm doing that, and my process, not from a mountaintop, but from the journey that I'm on. So the mother wound, from my perspective, and I'll give you a little backstory. So I didn't have the mother that I thought a typical little child should have, nor did I have the father that a child should have from my perspective, but that's for next week. Today is just about the mother wound. So because I didn't have the mother that I thought I should have, a loving mother when I was a child, and I'm not going to go into the drama of it, but I had unhealed things going on inside of me that created obstacles for myself in my life. And I wasn't aware that I was still healing this, and not that I healed it today, but I do want to talk about the steps that I made today to make some progress in this area. So about 2 weeks ago, I had a little bit of a conflict with my mother, and in reflection, it came into my awareness that I was still expecting my mother to be the mother I expected her to be, rather than accepting her for who she is. And so today I did a process to heal that within myself, and I want to share that with you in the event this is something that you would like to do for yourself, or if you know someone else that is having struggles in this area. So the first thing that I did was name the loss. And what that means is you can either journal or speak aloud. And I chose to speak aloud because I think faster than I write. And I didn't want to miss any thoughts, feelings, or lose traction on what was rising in my body. So I chose to speak it aloud and talk about what I mourned, what I expected my mother to be, what I saw in my friends' moms that I wished I had, and I just went off for about what leads into what is number 2 on this 4-step process, which is allowing the anger and sadness. And I truly didn't think that any anger or sadness was going to arise, but it did. And thank God I'm home alone. My animals are here, but no other humans. So yeah, I would say a good 10 minutes of anger arose where I said horrible things to my mom, who's not in front of me, about the childhood that I had and what I didn't have as a mother that I wished I had. And even went into things about her today that I don't like about her. And so that was very healing for me, very releasing, and getting those emotions and feelings out of my body. And then the next is to release the fantasy. Number 3 is to release the fantasy that my mom will someday be the mom that I want her to be. Here I am, 47 years old, expecting my mom to be someone that she's not. And I wish I'd done this sooner, but along my journey, I often thought to myself, when people say you have to do the work, like if you don't know what the work is, you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to do the work if you don't know what it is. And so I guess it just kind of pops up along the way, like this example, for instance. So I did a little ceremony where I said, I release my mother and any expectation I have of her. As I placed my hand on my heart, I release any expectation I have of my mother being something that she's not, or that she will ever be something that she's not. I no longer expect my mother to be the mother I wished I had, and now the grandmother that I wish she was, because she's never going to be that person. And I'm so angry about it. I'm hoping the anger will go away at some point. And then number 4 is the reparenting transfer. In my case, I don't have a grandmother. So for me to say, at least my grandmother took that spot, I didn't have that either. So I relied heavily on my friends' parents and sadly would often call them mom in hopes of getting some mothering there. But since I don't have that, number 4 for me is the reparenting transfer. So I now choose to be the mother I wished I had. I now choose to mother myself in the way I believe a mother should mother her daughter. And so I am hoping that by doing this exercise, I will gain peace around the mother wound and not having the mother that I wished I had. And I can also remove the friction from that relationship. And right now I'm at a point in that relationship where I'm like, do I want that relationship to continue? We're kind of not talking right now, but I mean, we kind of left things semi-peacefully over text, which is not, I know, the best way to communicate, but when you don't want to talk to someone, sometimes that's the next best option. But I do feel some relief after doing this exercise, and I might need to do it again. But if you have strain in your relationship with your mother because she was not really a mother to you, I encourage you to do this because it is helpful. And so I'm going to line out the steps again, should you choose to do them. Number 1 is to name the loss. I am sad. For me, the loss was, I'm sad that I didn't have a mom. Like, she wasn't a mom to me. Number 2 is allow the anger and sadness to arise. And again, so for me, I chose to speak that aloud to allow it to flow out of my body, which was incredibly helpful and probably traumatizing to my animals that are in earshot. And then number 3 was to release the fantasy that she's ever going to be my mom, because she's not. She's 73 or 74 years old. It's never going to happen. So I got to let that go. And that's for me and for her. And then number 4 is to do the reparenting transfer. I choose to be the mother to myself that I never had. So I thank you for being here. I hope this helps you if you struggle in this area of your life. And I hope you'll come back next week. I'm going to talk about the father wound of not having a father or not having the father you thought you should have. So sending you lots of love. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Bye-bye.